day 10 of Newton School's 19 Days of Python challenge. And today we are going a level deeper with the nested if-else statement. If condition confused you, don't worry. We are breaking it all down step by step, no shortcut.
So now let's see the nested if-else, right? Nested if-else. So just now we have talked about a ternary operator, which is a shorthand form of if-else. Now nested if-else. What is nested if-else? So imagine you are planning a trip, but your decision depends on a series of conditions, right? So for example, first you check if it's weekend, and then you check if it's weekend, you check another condition, if the weather is good or not. So you are basically having condition inside a condition. So this is nothing but nested if, right? Because if one condition will be true, only then you will check another condition, right? So the first branch will lead to a set of decision, and each decision led to the further choice, right? For example, if weather is good, you decide to go hiking. If weather is bad, then you will go to else block, you decide to go indoors. But then if it's not weekend, you decide to work or study, right? So let's see it with an example, right? So this is again thought from the creator of Django framework, that if my program had feelings, right? If I want to add some emotion, some feelings, so I would imagine it get pretty overwhelmed by the number of choices I will give. So more the number of choices your code will have, you can add more feelings to it, right? So it's just like, just make a decision already, right? So let's see what is nested if else. So let's visualize it with an example. So let's say initially you have a choice, if is it a weekend, you want to check. So if it's a weekend, you'll go to if block, otherwise else block. Simple, right? So let me use the pointer. So if it will be weekend, you will go here, otherwise you will go here. Simple if else. But if this will be true, then you have other conditions. If it's weekend, you will check if it's good weather or it's bad weather. Then there is if else inside if, right? Similarly, in the upper else block, you are just saying okay, work or study. Simple. So else is done. Inside if you have two conditions, inside good weather, then you are saying okay, I'll do hiking. So basically it's like having if else inside if or inside else. It's like conditions inside condition, right? Let's see it with an example. So if you see this if block, we are checking if age is greater than equal to 18, then we have another if else inside that if. If your age will not be greater than equal to 18, then you directly go to else and you will print you are minor and cannot enter. But if your age will be greater than equal to 18, then we have a nested if else. Nested if else means it's inside a condition already, right? So then we are saying another condition, if has permission. Has permission is a boolean value. It's a boolean value. Boolean is nothing but either true or false, right? So if this will be true, then we are printing you can enter, else you are saying you cannot enter, permission required, right? So it's like condition inside a condition, right? So you can nest if statements inside other if statements, right, to check multiple conditions. So this helps in checking the multiple level of conditions. So that's what called nested if else, right? So these are again some of the funny quotes, some funny memes you can find related to conditionals, right? So that's what says the importance of it, because without if else you cannot add those emotions to your code, right? You will have a single track, you will keep on going, right? Your code will not work that way, right? If you want to make your algorithm taking the decisions, if you want your algorithm to take decisions based on conditions, right, that's where these conditional statements comes into the picture, right? So again, our quiz time, let's follow the same rule. See the question, pause the video, and then move forward after thinking the solution. So what will be the output of this program? We are having, I'll use a sketch pen. What will be the output of this program? We have x to be 5. We have y to be 10. We are saying if x is greater than 3. Is it greater than 3? Is 5 greater than 3? Yes. So you will go here. So now else will not run for sure. Here is y less than 10. Is y less than 10? No, it's equal to 10. So else will print. So B. B is the answer. Now another question. So score is 85. Score is 85. We are saying if score greater than 50. Is it greater than 50? Yes, you will just enter here. We are saying you are passed. Other conditions will not be executed. So it will say you passed, right? So it's saying what is the mistake in this code. So this will execute, but can you see there is a mistake? So your if will already execute, it will not go to, otherwise what it should have happen is the score is 85, it should go to the, it is greater than 75, it should print great job. So don't you think that condition should be first, right? So if you see this score variable is not defined, that's not the mistake. There should be additional else if block. No. The elif condition is never reached. Yes, that's the mistake. The elif condition is never reached, but we wanted to make it reach based on our logic, business logic, right? So C is the answer, right? So the sequence of condition also matters, and that you will decide based on your logic, whatever business logic you want to put, right? Now see, what is the output of the number for the number 5? Okay, let's see. So number is 5 initially. Now we are saying if number modulus 2, if we divide it by 2, what will be the remainder? 1. Is it 0? No. So if will not execute. Now else response will be odd. So response will be odd. So this will execute. Response will become odd. Now if number modulus 5 is 0, is number modulus 5 0? Yes. Because if you divide 5 with 5, remainder is 0. Then response, you are adding, you are appending to it, plus equal to, that means response is equal to response plus this. So we are saying odd and divisible by 5. Earlier it was odd, then we are adding odd and divisible by 5. So D is the answer. Now another question. So word is alphabet. If A in word, is A part of word? In is, we are checking that if is A in or not in, you remember the operators. So if A in word, yes, A is in the word, so else will not execute for sure. If word dot index of A less than 3, what is the index of A? It's at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So A is at 0th and 4th index, right? But index will give the first index, right? Is it less than 3? Yeah, so it will be first half. So first half is the answer because index will give the first index, so it will be 0th, right? Now age is 25. Next question, age is 25. Membership value is true, it's a boolean. So if age is greater than 30, is age greater than 30? Yes. Or not of membership. Not will do the opposite of membership. What is the value of membership? True. Not of true is false. So we are saying age greater than 30. 25 is greater than 30? No, sorry. So that's not greater than 30. So 25 is less than 30. That will be false. So we are saying false or not of true. Again false. So false of, so if we do false and then there is or and then again false. If both are false, it will be or will be false, right? So what will happen? Will it execute? No. Access will be granted. So answer is granted. All right. So I think if you have solved all the questions in the quiz, you have understood conditional statements. As a next step, we'll be learning about superpower functions. Functions are like, small machines into the factory, into your program. There will be, small machines working their work to make a big work happen. So that's what functions will be. That's very interesting. We'll learn about it. So it helps in machine learning models, self-driven cars, almost everywhere, all the Google algorithms, Facebook. So the functions is really very important in any programming language. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have understood the conditional statements. See you in the next video.
And that's how complex logic becomes simple. Keep showing up, your progress is compounding daily. Drop your doubt below and hit that subscribe button to get notified when your next lesson drops.